The High Court's decision to let the Australian government go ahead with the plain packaging of cigarette products last week caught the big tobacco huffing and puffing and also bluffing. As Lillian Roxton gloated that it showed you can take big tobacco on and win, they said it's not over yet. The merchants of death lined up to inform us that they had challenges in the wind. And what challenges? In the World Trade Organization, such giants as Ukraine, Honduras and the Dominican Republic have been bribed, cajoled and threatened into taking us on. And what's more, one of the big killers, Philip Morris, is mounting a case in Hong Kong. Quail, Nicola, quail. But actually, it's not nearly as bad as it seems. In fact, even if these cases do go ahead, and given the dubious status of most of the people involved, it's no lay down misere, it'll take them at least 2 years to make their way into and through the courts. And that's 2 years that plain packaging will be the law in Australia. And of course, maybe not just in Australia. It'll go through, there are a lot of countries in Europe, New Zealand, even America, that are looking with interest at the result of the Australian case. And they're also just thinking about following suit. And of course, this is the domino effect that the merchants of death are really worried about. They say, of course, oh, it won't make any difference. It won't stop people smoking. In fact, horror shock, they might even move on to cheap, nasty smokes. Nasty smokes. God, we've got to prevent them from doing that at all costs. But of course, that was never the aim, to stop existing smokers from smoking. It was to stop the kids from taking it up, and that's where it will probably work. The war against smoking is a long war of attrition. There's no magic bullet. In the 1950s, more than half the population of Australia smoked. But since then, we've had the medical reports, we've had bans on advertising, we've had big price hikes, we've had bans on smoking in public places, and we've had all sorts of other measures which are designed to discourage people from smoking, and they've worked. The figure in Australia is now down to about 15% and falling steadily. And this, of course, is what the cigarette companies, the merchants of death, are really worried about. So when you hear their pleas, when you hear them rabbiting on about free enterprise, freedom of speech, freedom to advertise, freedom to maintain their intellectual property rights, just ignore them. Always remember, these people are lying. They want your money and they don't care if you die.